Well, Rose, I thought I'd make a video for you to see me in the flesh after all these years. I mean, 3.5 years since we last chatted or did a video conference. I'd love to do a video conference over the holidays like we did in the past if you're game for it. I've got a webcam, nice one, and of course a computer, so we could do it. And uh, share the holiday cheer for an hour or so, or 45 minutes, whatever. I don't know. I'm so glad to have a computer now and the computer stuff I got. I have an ambient music wireless Bluetooth speaker, um, which I can play music on from the computer or the phone or an SD card. It's a pretty nice speaker. I got it from Walmart for like $20 or so. It wasn't much. And I didn't want to try it on here as background music because the last video I did went silent because it was trying to record from the music thing, and I had a setting wrong. But I'm sorry to hear about your little kitty problems. I hadn't heard from you in a long time. I was wondering if you were having problems, but I guess you did with the kitty problem. I know how it is with kitties. You know, you grow so attached to them, and just like everything, at some point they've got to pass this world. I went through that with obesity once. That's my mother's cat, Stripey, like little Hannah. And she pushed it as far as taking the last jump before she died. And that's the way she kind of wanted it. She didn't want to be babied and tailored. We tried to make her comfortable. But she finally bit the dust, and I buried her beside the front door. And that was, I don't know, she had such a history going back to me in high school. I remember she was just steadfast in her ways, and kind of funny. I called her obesity, even though she wasn't real obese, because she loved to eat everything. She loved to eat, period. Bad stuff too, like bacon and deli meat, stuff like that. But you'll get over it, Rose. You just have to put it in perspective of what it is, and let go. Try to get a new kitty sometime later once you've had time to process it, and once it stops seeming like you're replacing her, and build a new life for a new kitty, and have a new friend around the house. I can't say much for the group home. Things have calmed down a little bit. The guy that was harassing me has toned down quite a bit. They're still supposed to remove him from the house, but I haven't seen such yet. But he hasn't been a tenth as bad as he was when he threw the bottle at me, the bottle of water, and stuff. So I'm glad of that. But I shudder to think who will get in here. It'll probably be somebody just as bad, if not worse. This, right now, we have three people in the house. And everybody's okay, but this other guy, he was at one time starting a lot of bullshit and picking at me. So I'm not happy about that, but at least I'm content that he has improved so far as far as his actions towards me and towards others. Gateway takes all my time. The group thing they do. We have to go take a bus there and come home. Well, a van, come go up and come home. Leave at 8 o'clock in the morning. Don't get back here till 2 or 3 in the afternoon. And it just wears me out. I'm out grouped. For now, they got the same groups you've been to a million times. You just get to a point where you don't want to do it anymore. And I'm there. I just want to get an apartment of my own and start living my life like I used to. And, do something different. But I hope the judge doesn't tack on group, doesn't tack on something to make me have to go to groups if they do give me an apartment. I would get the apartment through Gateway, which subsidizes a deal. They pay your power and all but a third of your rent, and the rest you pay, and you get your money normally as you would after the money for that is taken out. And so that's what I want to do, but I have to deal with rental agents not necessarily wanting to give me a chance to rent a place because of FICO credit score or the fact that Gateway will have to give them a spiel why it's tantamount to get me a place, or why they should do it. I don't know. I'm glad to get my money. Thank God. That money was in there way back in March, I think, or April. And I could have gotten it then if they had not screwed up the bank thing like they did. And, now it's in my control, and I'm saving money for a car and replacing all this multimedia stuff I lost so I can get back to that stuff when the time comes that I get a place of my own. And it just feels good to have some money for a change. Months and months of $21, just ridiculous. They give me $21 twice a month, so you got a total of $40. And before that, you got $65, but at least it was a little bit more. But I don't know how they justify that. Needless to say, I'm glad to have it back. Anyway, I don't want to run this video forever. I'm just sort of ad-libbing it and letting you see me as I am. I'll send some pictures of me in tights if I get a chance. Alright, good night.